Hello, thank you for joining us. We'll get started momentarily. As you enter, we kindly ask that you turn off your video and microphone, and please keep them off during the duration of the program. We invite you to use the chat throughout the webinar to share your reactions and encouragement for our Sands Cares Accelerator members. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll get started momentarily. As you enter, we kindly ask that you turn off your video and microphone, and please keep them off during the duration of the program. We invite you to use the chat throughout the webinar to share your reactions and encouragement for our Sands Cares Accelerator members. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll get started momentarily. As you enter, we kindly ask that you turn off your video and microphone, and please keep them off during the duration of the program. We invite you to use the chat throughout the webinar to share your reactions and encouragement for our Sands Cares Accelerator members. Hello, thank you for joining us. We'll get started momentarily. As you enter, we kindly ask that you turn off your video and microphone, and please keep them off during the duration of the program. We invite you to use the chat throughout the webinar to share your reactions and encouragement for our Sands Cares Accelerator members. Hello, thank you for joining us. We'll get started momentarily. As you enter, we kindly ask that you turn off your video and microphone, and please keep them off during the duration of the program. We invite you to use the chat throughout the webinar to share your reactions and encouragement for our Sands Cares Accelerator members. Welcome, everyone. Let's get started. I'm Kristen Koka, Vice President of Corporate Communications at Sands, and I'll be your moderator today. To kick off the 5th annual Sands Cares Accelerator Global Virtual Celebration, please welcome Ron Reese, Senior Vice President of Global Communications and Corporate Affairs.
Thanks, Kristen. Good morning, everyone, and good evening to everyone, depending upon where you are, obviously. Welcome to our Global Virtual Celebration, honoring our Sands Cares Accelerator members, and our 6th graduate, the LGBTQ Plus Center of Las Vegas. Each year, we gather from around the world to highlight the program and the work of our members, because we place a high priority on the Sands Cares Accelerator. It's one of only 3 global community engagement initiatives in which all our regions participate. And we view this program much differently than our other corporate giving avenues. First, because community partner advancement is one of our 4 global Sands Cares priorities, along with providing hardship relief, advancing education, and preserving the culture and heritage of our regions. And as important, we created and continue the Sands Cares Accelerator to honor the founder of our company, Mr. Sheldon G. Adelson. Beyond being a devoted husband and father in his public life, Mr. Adelson was a business leader, entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. That's the mission of the Sands Cares Accelerator: to cultivate leadership, empower entrepreneurship, and demonstrate our enduring philanthropic commitment to our communities. As an incubator of our members' entrepreneurial goals, the Sands Cares Accelerator equips them with resources to turn their ideas into sustainable creations. To support their plans, they receive resources from us, including structured guidance and facilitation for planning their work and achieving identified metrics, annual funding to underwrite assets needed to reach their goal, and consulting and mentorship from our teams in areas where their expertise can help their nonprofits. With these resources, we aim for our members to achieve their goals by the end of the program. And we also intend for them to create a mechanism for ongoing and sustainable continuation of their accomplishments after they leave the program. Using this formula, the Sands Cares Accelerator has incubated growth opportunities for 9 nonprofit organizations in Las Vegas, Macau, and Singapore since 2017. Let's meet the current group. Please join me in welcoming our graduating honoree, the LGBTQ Center of Las Vegas, our most senior member, now in its 2nd year in the Sands Care Accelerator, the Food Bank Singapore, and finally, a big welcome to our new members, the Asian Community Development Council here in Las Vegas, and Sustancia in Macau. We also have a few alumni organizations joining the celebration today. Our alumni include the very first Accelerator member, the Inspiring Children's Foundation in Las Vegas, the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth in Las Vegas, Green Our Planet in Las Vegas, Art Outreach Singapore, and Green Future in Macau. Today, you'll hear about the progress of our graduating and current members, and our new members will outline their plans. We're excited to have them tell you about their work, but before we begin the member showcase, let's set the stage with a short video.
Thank you, Ron. And now to our member showcase. Let's first hear from our senior member, the Food Bank Singapore. Please welcome Arthur Chin, Executive Director, and Shazwana Kay, Programs Manager, to tell you about their work in year one of their membership.
Oh, hello everyone, and good morning and a very warm welcome from Singapore. My name is Arthur Chin, and I have the privilege of leading the Food Bank Singapore, a food charity of choice that promotes sustainability and ensuring that surplus food gets redistributed to vulnerable members of our community. I'm here together this morning with my amazing colleague Shaswana, who's to the left of your screen, and I'd like to kick it off by sharing with you a little bit about who we are and what our mission is. The Food Bank Singapore was set up in 2012 with the simple goal of ensuring that excess foods are diverted from landfills and from incinerators. And while the core mission has largely remained the same over the past 14 years, we have both grown in size and scale. And with the amazing support from Marina Bay Sands, this has really seen the impact from our work scaled substantially. And today, we are a team of 14 with different skill sets, sharing the same passion. We're also supported by our board of 9 members, ensuring that we have strong governance and accountability to donors, stakeholders, and the 28 charity partners whom we support. We have received charity status as an institution of public character from Singapore's Commissioner of Charity, and we're also a member of the Global Food Banking Network, which allow us to learn from peers around the world. So over the past 14 years, we've tackled a number of real-world issues, and we also sought to shift the mindsets of the next generation through the advocacy and outreach initiatives. And here, I'm really pleased to share that we'll be launching Hunger Report number 3 on the 15th of May. And the findings will ensure the development of evidence-led programs that will help to benefit our beneficiaries and ensure that the programs are impactful. So on this slide, we typically prefer to let our beneficiaries do the talking. But here on this slide, I just want to share a glimpse into the scale of our work. In 2024, we redistributed 612,000 kilograms of food, which is equivalent to approximately about 1.3 million pounds. And this amount increased to 1.54 million pounds last year, an uplift of 14.3%. And this year, we are on track to achieve 1.76 million pounds. And this translates to approximately about 2.6 million meals for vulnerable members of our community. And while these numbers simply reflect our output, the honest truth is that they don't fully capture the impact. And the reason is simple. Impact looks very different for every beneficiary, depending on how they use the support. And so what we measure in kilograms, what truly matters for us is the dignity, stability, and of course, the choices that food supports enables. And before I hand this over to Shaswana, the program manager here at the Food Bank Singapore, here's an interesting statistics for you to reflect on the total amount of food that we've redistributed over the past 14 years. So since our establishment in 2012, the total food that we redistributed equates to the weight of 14 A380 aeroplanes. So over to you, Shas.
Thank you, Arthur. And hello, everyone. So I would like to first share a little bit about our partnership with Marina Bay Sands, which has grown through meaningful collaboration since 2016. So this includes food donations, such as unserved banquet food from Marina Bay Sands Expo and Convention Center, and the regular corporate volunteer engagement at our warehouse. So to date, Marina Bay Sands has assembled 28,400 food kits through 5 editions of the Sands Cares Global Food Kit, which translates to thousands of vulnerable households supported across Singapore. In addition, Marina Bay Sands has mobilized on average hundreds of volunteers annually. So together, we've reached thousands of beneficiaries, strengthened our distribution network, and deepened community engagement. But more importantly, this partnership is grounded in shared values and trust, combining Marina Bay Sands' strategic support with our on-the-ground capabilities. So this strong foundation has enabled us to take the next step towards building scalable system-level solutions, which I will share more in the next slide. So in 2022, we launched the Bank Hub Program version 1, which supported hundreds of students with 50 Singapore dollars in meal credits every month. However, we saw the need to go further. Version 1 limited our ability to scale impact meaningfully. The accelerator gave us the opportunity to do just that. So with the support from Marina Bay Sands and through the Sands Cares Accelerator, we co-developed the next phase of the program, version 2, reimagined as Meals Forward. We transitioned from a physical card to a digital scan and pay solution, as shown in the image here. So this delivers greater choice, dignity, and sustainability for tertiary students. So a little bit more about the Meals Forward program. This was developed to meet the needs of a new group of beneficiaries, tertiary students from lower income households. This is a segment that is often underserved. Unlike families, they may not benefit directly from grocery support, as many of them spend long hours in school and rely on ready-to-eat meals on campus or nearby. So these students come from institutions such as polytechnics, Institute of Technical Education, or ITE for short, and universities across Singapore, and are typically identified through our partner schools using financial assistance frameworks, such as the Ministry of Education Financial Assistance Scheme or equivalent school-based support systems. So what we've observed is that while these students may have access to tuition support, their daily living needs, especially meals, can still be a challenge. So this can impact not just their well-being, but also their ability to fully participate in school life. So to meet their needs in a dignified and practical way, Meals Forward provides a seamless meal redemption experience. So students can access to these prepaid meal credits and redeem cooked meals directly from selected food and beverage partners through a very simple QR code scan here. So this shifts us from distributing food to enabling choice, dignity, and data-driven support, ensuring that assistance is both relevant and empowering for this group. Onto our progress. During the second and third quarter of last year in 2025, we went through multiple rounds of discussions to identify the right technology partner. So alongside this, we developed key documents such as a project charter, which sets the direction and goals of the project, and a business requirements document, or BRD for short, which outline what the system needed to deliver. So this helps strengthen internal alignment across the different teams. By the final quarter of last year, we rebranded version 1 into Meals Forward and began building our donor and food and beverage pipeline. So through these efforts, we established a clear roadmap, strengthened governance, and built greater confidence among our board and stakeholders. But ultimately, the accelerator enabled us to redesign the program from the ground up, strengthening our systems, improving scalability, and creating a model that is both operationally efficient and donor-friendly. In terms of timelines, we plan to launch the pilot phase of Meals Forward in June-July 2026 this year, supporting 150 tertiary students over a 3-month period. We will then scale this to 300 beneficiaries by the end of this year. So in 2027, we aim to further expand to 600 beneficiaries while growing our network of food and beverage partners and strengthening our impact reporting capabilities. Through this, we expect to see improved dignity and flexibility for students, increased utilization and access, reduced operational burden, and greater real-time transparency for donors. So this is not just a technology upgrade. We are building a solution that can scale across Singapore. And most importantly, it fundamentally improves how support is delivered. So we'd like to take this opportunity to share our deepest great gratitude towards Marina Bay Sands for their continued partnership and belief in our mission. So as we move into the next phase, our focus is on scaling impact, and we can't do it alone. So we look forward to continuing this journey together with partners who share our vision of a food-secured nation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur and Shazwana. Congratulations on a great start in the program, and we wish you continued success. Next, I'd like to introduce our first new member, the Asian Community Development Council in Las Vegas. Please welcome President and Founder, Vita Lin. to outline the strategic initiative they'll be working on in the Sands Cares Accelerator.
Thank you. So my name is Vita Lin, and I am the president and founder of the Asian Community Council. Next slide, please. The Asian community, who we are, we're a 501c3, started in 2015. Our mission is very simple. We're here to educate, connect, and empower the Asian Pacific Islander right here in Nevada. Next slide, please. We started in 2015, but in 2020, when the pandemic hit and the Asian hate crime was on the rise, we were able to grow and scale because of the Sands Care funds. Through our language bank, we assisted with food distribution, healthcare, citizenship assistance, voter engagement, and our youth program, like the college readiness and the trade school boot camp. That foundation is exactly why we're ready for the next chapter, the Sands Cares Accelerators. Next slide, please. So our community programs are food assistance, where we serve culturally sensitive food like rice, food, porridge, fish, and meat, making sure our family don't go hungry. Health navigators, to help family navigate the health insurance system and find affordable coverage. Citizenship and civil engagement, so the AA and HPI community voices are heard and at every level of government. Next slide, please. Our impact. The numbers speak for themselves. We gave out over 5 million pounds of food, helping 57,000 individuals, giving out more than 3,800 COVID vaccines and flu shots, helping more than 2,000 Medicare and Medicaid applications, and making sure we enroll close to 5,000 health plan enrollment for our community. Next slide, please. We're also giving out 140,000 test kits, COVID test kits, to Asian business owners, to Asian communities and nonprofits and so forth, to make sure people are tested before they go out, to make sure our community stays safe. We register over 49,000 people to vote, to make sure our community has a voice. And we help over 1,000 applications for people who are permanent resident to become citizen. And we help over 260 SNAP enrollment, which is like the food stamp. Next slide, please. And none of this would be possible without the Sands Care. A very special thank you to Ron Reese and your amazing team. Your belief in our community has helped us grow in ways we only dreamed of. Thank you. The next slide, please. The Healthy Asian and Pacific Islander, we call it HAPPY for short. The Happy Medical Center was formed in August of 2022 because 82% of our community are either uninsured or underinsured. This center serves to educate our community because language should never be a barrier to healthcare or services. Next slide, please. Press and media. Our work has been seen. ACDC has earned recognition across local and national media, validating the importance of what we do every single day. Next slide, please. Small business support. We uplift the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander entrepreneur through our Asian Night Market, our Lantern Festival, and the Autumn Festival, creating economic opportunity and culturally visibility. We support only the local Asian businesses and local Asian performers because we know that food brings and culture brings our community together. We usually get anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 people attend these events. Next slide, please. The AHPI Advocacy Day. Every even year, we'll bring about 100 to 150 Asian leaders to Carson City, our state capital, for Advocacy Day. We show up and advocate for our community because we want to make sure our voices are heard and that we have a seat at the table. Next slide, please. The AAPI Heritage Day. We celebrate our rich culture alongside our state and local officials because our community contribute deserve to be recognized at every level of government. Next slide, please. Education. This is where we bring our Asian business owners, nonprofit leaders, and healthcare providers to Washington, D.C. to educate our community on how the system works at the federal level. This is our commitment to the next generation, making sure our community has knowledge and tools to lead. Next slide, please. The central place. This is our bold vision. One permanent home where healthcare, food aid, citizenship, civic engagement, and leadership development all live together. A true community powerhouse. And the Sands Cares Accelerator is how we're going to get there. We will strengthen our organization infrastructure so we can serve more people more effectively. We will scale our college readiness and trade school boot camp to reach more Asian youth across Nevada. We will grow our Happy Medical Center to reduce the 82% uninsured rate in our community. And we will build a leadership pipeline, developing the next generation of AAPI community leaders. This centralized space is not just a building. It is a physical home of everything the Sands Cares Accelerator is helping us build. The next slide, please. Our 3-year plans. With the support of the healthcare accelerators, we are ready to execute the 3-year roadmap. Year 1, to finalize our permanent site, deepen our organization deepen our organization and expand our program's reach. Year 2, launch our capital campaign. In year 3, we begin construction preparation. This isn't just a plan. This is the community future, and the Sands Cares Accelerator makes it possible. Next slide, please. The Asian Community Council, we are truly thankful to be selected for the Sands Cares Accelerator programs. It means the world to our community. And we're going to continue educating, connecting, empower our community. And you can reach us on our website, www.acdcnv.org. Make sure you put the NV or you can get the rock band. But thank you so much.
Vita, thank you so much. We're excited to be part of your journey. Let's now welcome our second new member. I'd like to introduce Terrence Lee, co-founder and president of Sustancia in Macau.
Hi, my name is Terrence. I'm joined here. Maybe I'll wait for yes. I'm joined here with our association co-founder and lab manager, Dr. Bashir Saidu, and project researcher, Rena Elrong. Imagine you're dining at a fine restaurant in Macau. The bed basket arrives, warm, fresh. You take one piece, maybe two. By the end of the meal, what's left on the table? Bread that was never touched, rice that was cooked but never served, cooking oil that has reached its last fry in the kitchen. Now, 3 times a day, every single day, at every restaurant, hotel, bakery, homes in the city, at the end, tons of uneaten food goes somewhere. And for too long, that destination has been a dark corner. A place where we don't see, don't think about, where things just simply disappear. But they don't disappear. They accumulate. They are nearby. At Sustancia, we decided to stop asking, how do we throw this away? And start asking, what can this become? That question has driven us, beginning with a small team, including Bashir, for years through weekend discussions, speaking events, proposals, chat room messages, always ending with clapping emoji that says, keep going. But today, I'm proud to announce that our question, what can this become, is being answered together with the program from one of the world's most sustainable companies. Sustancia has joined the Sands Cares Accelerator. This is not just an announcement. This is a change we've been waiting for. What the accelerator says to us is that we believe in what you're doing. We will sit beside you. We will mentor you. We will open our ecosystem, expertise, experience, and we will help you build something that is sustainable. That is not a definition. It is what we feel. We truly appreciate the support. There are only 9 organizations globally in this program, and we're one of them. So why? I believe it's our focus. Converting food waste into useful products aligns with Sands' own commitment to sustainability initiatives. But more than that, I believe they saw something in us, a growing NGO with a big vision. And we decided, and you've decided not to just acknowledge us, yet decided to accelerate us. Now, let me show you something real. All over the city, there's bread, bakery waste, discarded end of life. And we want to transform it to activated carbon within this lab. This can be used as a high-value filtration material used in water treatment, air purification, and many industrial processes. This is not science fiction. This is the result that we're actively researching now, and early signs are promising. And the person who is researching it, her name is Reina. She is a research member in our collab. Her work shows that temperature between 400 and 600 degrees Celsius under controlled environment, bread waste can be transformed into porous, carbon-rich material. That material can clean water, it can improve soil, it can sequester carbon. That's one researcher, one idea, one breakthrough. Now imagine what happens when there are more people like Reina at our collab. Over the next 3 years, we have mapped out a clear journey. We will first build the lab, establish our foundation, our team, our initial research. Then we will use the lab to the full extent, honing our capability, expanding access, and making our project more dynamic. Finally, we will sustain the lab into the future. This is where we go beyond simply surviving. We aim to create true lasting impact. We're asking for your support and your partnerships to help us scale this vision. With your help, we can make commitments to transform waste into value for Macau and beyond. So now, I want to make 3 commitments. First commitment, to our partners at Las Vegas Sands and Sands China. You're not here for an announcement. You're here because you believe in something bigger for us. What you have given us is confidence. You've got our backs. And most of all, you have given us hope that a small NGO with a big dream deserves a fighting chance. And we will try our best to prove you right. Second commitment to our team. Every event we organize, every connection you made, every volunteer hour, all of it led to this. Because Sands did not select a food waste project, they selected an organization. One that understands that sustainability is not just communicating, it's doing. This is the same path for members pushing green mobility, for the members connecting AI to culture, for the members teaching young people about sustainable careers. Fight for the opportunities ahead to make an impact. Our efforts will not go unnoticed. Third commitment to Macau. This is an international success story. Macau NGO recognized globally, solving a Macau problem with Macau talent and for Macau's future. We are building a community, a lab for food waste valorization. Therefore, next year, we will host workshops, we will continue to bring new lab members, and we will support projects. We found something that works, like bread into activated carbon. and we want to repeat it. If you're an entrepreneur with an idea for turning cooking oil into biofuel, or rice waste into packaging, or any other food waste into something valuable, come find us. The lab will be here for you. And to everyone who calls Macau home, be resilient. The world has blessed us with comfort and safety. We must not take that for granted. We must turn that blessing into sustainability, because we have to earn our seat at the global table, and we will try our best to represent Macau with excellence. So what happens now? Being selected is the easy part. Being worthy of that selection, that's the real work. We take this capacity building, the mentorship, the guidance, the solid rocket booster, and we turn it into research, jobs, products that will make us proud. We learn from Reina's bread to activated carbon work, and we ask, what else? What else can become something valuable? To Ron Rees and the entire Sands team, thank you for trusting a small NGO with a big vision. To my Sustaintia team, as we always say, at Sustaintia, we launch sustainability. And to everyone listening, if you have waste, if you have an idea, if you want to build, come find us. We just launched. Thank you.
Thank you, Terrence. We feel your passion and we can't wait to see your progress. And now it's time for our main event, celebration of our graduating member, the LGBTQ+ Center of Las Vegas. To tell you more about their journey in the Sands Cares Accelerator, please welcome John Waldron, CEO of the center. Before John begins his remarks, the presentation will start with a short video of the center's Sands Cares Accelerator highlights.
The LGBTQ+ Center of Las Vegas has been a safe and welcoming space, providing the information and services needed to thrive. 3 years ago, through the Sands Cares Accelerator program, that mission gained powerful new visibility.
We were thrilled to be selected by Sands Cares, and it would be impossible to say how thankful we are for everything they've done for us to achieve a very important objective.
The accelerator allowed us to tell our story at a scale we had never reached before. It amplified our voice and expanded our reach, all during a time of unprecedented growth.
The focus was clear: increase awareness across Nevada and beyond of the life-changing assistance the center provides. The result? A sustained television advertising campaign, a strategic digital expansion, rapid growth across social platforms, and a significant increase in earned media coverage. That growth includes the opening of the Gavin J. Gorgon Community Health Center, which provides inclusive, affirming health care for the entire community.
When people know we're here, they come, and that changes lives. The accelerator helped us let people know we're here, and we are changing lives.
The center's expansion also includes the launch of Mobilina, the center's mobile healthcare unit that reaches underserved communities in all parts of the state. More individuals accessing healthcare, more survivors discovering advocacy, more Nevadans finding community. And it's just the beginning.
Our partnership with Las Vegas Sands will continue as we keep expanding our reach and as they continue to boost other great causes.
We want to be there for them as they've been there for us. Oh, good evening and good morning to our friends in Singapore and Macau. Thank you for being here to help us celebrate our remarkable experience. What you just saw is why this work matters and why programs like the Sands Cares Accelerator are so important. My name is John Waldron, as you heard, and I'm honored to represent the LGBTQ+ Center of Las Vegas. I'm joined by an incredible executive team whose leadership spans healthcare, operations, administration, and community impact, all working together to advance the center's mission. Tenney Media and Kendall Tenney has been an incredible partner in this work, helping us build the communication strategies that have driven much of our growth. As part of the Sands Cares Accelerator, we chose to focus on marketing and communications as a key area of growth. Despite serving Southern Nevada for more than 30 years, we found there were still many people who didn't know who we are or what we're all about. At the center, it can sometimes feel like we do so much to support the LGBTQ+ community and our neighbors, from providing medical care and victim services to youth, trans, and senior programs, recovery support, workforce development, and even serving as a home to more than 50 community organizations. We host food drives, operate a cyber center, and help whoever walks through our doors. Communicating all of that clearly was certainly a challenge. One of our first major accomplishments through Accelerator was learning how to better communicate the breadth of our work. The development of our 3 pillars, advocacy, health and wellness, and community, gave us a simple, effective framework to tell our story. And as we moved through the Sands Cares Accelerator, our work evolved each year with a clear focus. In year 1, we focused on telling the center's story. In year 2, we focused on marketing our medical center and expanding awareness of our healthcare services. And in year 3, we focused on communicating our impact. We're proud of the progress we've made and excited to share some of our accomplishments with you. One of the ways we tracked progress during the Accelerator program was through market research, specifically measuring awareness of the center and its services. By conducting this research with a broad audience in Southern Nevada 2 years apart, we were able to clearly see how our efforts were moving the needle. In 2024, 22% of respondents said that they had heard of the center. Earlier this year, that number jumped to 38%. This is a 70% increase in awareness due to the work we did in the program. In marketing terms, that puts us at critical mass, the point where awareness begins to build on itself and momentum takes over. Importantly, this growth was consistent across all demographics. We also saw a meaningful increase in the number of people who say they would consider donating to the center. And with the opening of the Gavin J. Gorgian Community Health Center, awareness of our health services has grown significantly as well. A key driver of this increased awareness was our partnership with the Nevada Broadcasters Association, which helped amplify our message across the community and delivered tremendous value, often averaging a 65-to-1 return on our investment. In partnership with R&R Partners, who generously donated their time and expertise, the center embarked on an ambitious effort to develop a new logo that reflects our values and created a more consistent and cohesive marketing framework. As part of this transformation, we also relaunched our website to better reflect our mission and improve how we engage with our community. Since its launch, we've seen a significant increase in visitors to the site, and we've made it easier for people to sign up for events and connect with our services. We really focused on showing up consistently and being present everywhere. And that effort is reflected in the growth of our social media numbers. What you see here are some of the metrics we've measured over the last year, showing the reach we've achieved. Our work is also gaining recognition on a national and international stage. Several of our team members have been invited to present their research on HIV and AIDS and substance use at conferences across the country and even around the world. Through this work, the center is increasingly being recognized as a thought leader in community-based care. We've also expanded nationally and have been consistently engaging with the congressional leaders in Washington, D.C. A major milestone in our growth has been the opening of the Gavin J. Gorgian Community Health Center, where we now provide comprehensive services, including a full-service pharmacy, primary care, gynecological services, and behavioral health. And as we continue to grow, we're also launching an aesthetics program this year alongside expanded radiological services. We've also expanded our reach through our mobile health unit, traveling to communities across Nevada. This work reflects our belief that healthcare should be accessible to everyone and not limited by transportation or geography. We also created a podcast room to further support our marketing efforts and create space to tell more stories about the center. This allows us to better inform our community and reach broader audiences in more meaningful and accessible ways. We partnered with Cashman Photo to capture testimonials from clients at the center, allowing us to highlight diverse experiences within our community and better demonstrate the impact of our work. Another area of growth has been strengthening our crisis communications, allowing us to respond more quickly and effectively during critical moments, such as when we navigated the loss of some of our federal funding earlier this year. We also developed a multi-tiered case for support in partnership with the Give Better group, focused on 3 key priorities: whole person health, housing is healthcare, and health education. This framework will help guide our growth and take the center to the next level. Looking ahead, the center is focused on expanding our impact in meaningful ways. We're entering housing through a federal grant focusing on unhoused youth. We're also exploring additional healthcare access points and considering satellite locations. We're building on the momentum of our marketing efforts and our case for support. We're preparing to launch a capital campaign to support our next phase of our growth. As we look to the future, partnerships will be critical taking this work to the next level. We're working with many organizations, including the ones you see here, to synergistically make a difference throughout the community. And as we continue to grow, we're always looking to build new partnerships that help us expand our reach and deepen our impact. For the current accelerator participants, our advice is simple. Stay engaged and communicate regularly with the Sands team. Your time in the accelerator program goes by so quickly, and so set ambitious goals, work consistently toward them. And don't hesitate to connect with past graduates. We're all here to support your success. And to the Sands team, thank you. Your investment in our organization has strengthened not only our message, but also our ability to deliver on it. As we continue forward, we do so with gratitude and with a clear understanding that this work is bigger than any one organization. It takes partnership, shared vision, and continued investment in communities. We're honored to be a part of that work and grateful to be on this journey with all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, John. How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm doing well, Ron. Thank you. And I hope you're doing well. And thank you for everything.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for all the hard work over these past 3 years. It's really been it's been an incredible experience getting to know you better and getting to know your team and just the tremendous work being at the Gorgon Center, which people are going to get to see here shortly. And being down there, several weeks ago was really eye-opening, just how much you guys have been able to accomplish. And it's really so impressive.
Thank you.
And to all of our members, to Arthur and the team there in Singapore. It was great to see you guys earlier this year as we had a group of our corporate executive teams down there and had a wonderful time. Vita, thank you for the kind words and your great efforts. Maybe I was the only one who picked up because of maybe me and John, because of our age bracket. We picked up if you don't get the NV in the internet line there, you end up with a rock band.
That's right.
Which is great. I'm happy to do that too, but obviously, deep appreciation, Vita, for the work that you guys do. And Terrence, wow, amazing presentation. Look forward to meeting you upon my next trip over there and keep up the great work. We're expecting big things out of you guys. John, I just want to take a couple of quick seconds here to talk about your experience. What surprised you about the program and your journey over the past these 3 years, outside of the fact that it just went so darn fast?
Well, and ironically, that's what I was about to start with, Ron. I was about to say just, I don't know how much of a surprise it is, but just the acknowledgement of how fast time goes and what an incredible opportunity we were given. I mean, it just really does feel like just yesterday we were in Vita's situation, just starting out, and we couldn't be more excited for her and the team at ACDC, by the way. But what really surprised us, I think most, was just the power developing clarity in our messaging. And, for over 30 years, we've been delivering services, but it really took and communicating that, but it really took the Accelerator program to get clarity around our messaging. And that really has just driven our impact in a way that, we can really see how our engagement has significantly increased. So we really appreciate that that was the goal that your team helped us to come up with.
As you laid out, you guys put a lot of the Sands Cares Accelerator resources into communications and marketing. Were there hurdles along the way that you had to address and things that you had to overcome?
Yeah, our biggest hurdle was that we do too much and it's too hard to explain, which is kind of what I was, just talking about. And we do healthcare, we do community, we do advocacy, and trying to say all of that in some like elevator pitch is really difficult. So just creating our three pillars of advocacy, health and wellness, and community, and then framing everything around that really helped us. But at the same time, as we all know, we're navigating, really unique times, and we lost some of our federal funding along the way. But having our crisis communications plan, which came out of this program, in place really helped us to respond effectively and just build our resilience and respond in an effective way in uncertain times.
That makes a ton of sense. Finally, and you've given us so much information, we really appreciate. What's maybe one takeaway you'll carry away from your time in the Accelerator program?
The power of partnership, and we talk about that all the time here at the center. When Lisa first showed up at the center and connected with me, we had no idea what would become of the relationship, but just to see where you all have just changed the whole future of the center and our trajectory, just from that first conversation I had, and then when we gave you a tour of the center, and the fact that we've just grown so much through our relationship. It all comes down to partnerships, and we should be doing that all throughout our communities, because it's really the secret to the success and all of the work we do. So once again, just we couldn't be more thankful for the incredible partnership with you, and thank you for everything.
No, I appreciate that. And I'm glad you mentioned Lisa too, who many folks on this call know. I want to just take a moment to thank Kristen Coca, Jack Bonner, Kai Cunningham, Lisa, Katarina, and her team. So much of what we do revolves around our global sustainability program and her leadership. And so I want to thank my colleagues that make all this happen. I just show up and look pretty, or something like that. So let's end this let's end this, which we're able to do this time for the first time in a few years. We're going to have our presentation. We were able to do an actual official in-person diploma presentation a few weeks ago. So, this last you'll hear from me. We just appreciate everybody's, involvement, continued dedication to this program. So let's take a look at the celebration. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. It is my pleasure to be here on behalf of Sands to honor the center and this beautiful Gorgian Community Center. Thank you. You guys just continue to knock the ball out of the park. I could use all the superlatives, but it's been a thrill to have you in our Accelerator program. It's gone quickly, to say that we're at the end of the 3 years. And the work that you've done, the strategic plan to build the marketing and communications programming for the center, you've embraced the spirit of the Accelerator program. You are our 6th graduate, which is probably reflected by the amount of gray hair I have, that we've now had 6. And at the end of your 3rd year, I'll let you elaborate a little bit more on your view of the journey. But on behalf of Sands, we're thrilled to have you as our most recent graduate.
Well, thank you, Ron, and thank you. And thank you to Las Vegas Sands and everyone involved in the program, but especially to you, Ron, for choosing us to be part of it. And I know that part of the program is to help an organization take a giant leap. And to say that we did that would be an understatement. You know, one of the things we set out to do was to have it so that people talked in the community that the center is everywhere, that we are all over the place and people know about us. And we have exceeded that leaps and bounds, you know, and that's because of everything that you helped us to do, everything that the Sands team brought to the table, and so we appreciate that very much. And the center is in a position now to where we can keep that momentum and keep going forward, and we appreciate everything.
Well, we certainly expect bigger and better, bigger, and all those things from you guys in the years to come. And it's been a pleasure to have you in the program. And we look forward to continuing to support the center and following your successes in the years to come.
Thank you.
So on behalf of Sands, I've got some hardware for you.
All right.
Start with this thing. I was warned that it takes two hands. It's quite sizable. So on behalf of Sands, present you with this token of our appreciation and congratulations on everything.
Appreciate it.
And
all right,
the official. It feels like we're getting diplomas of some type here, right? But seriously, it's been a pleasure. You know, not just in the accelerator program, but the partnership that we've had for many years. The friendship we've been able to build. You know, so much of our team at Sands, from Christopher Melton on the board to the work that my team has done, to Jessica and her team. You know, everybody has just really enjoyed this partnership, and we look forward to many more years to come. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And on that high point, we conclude our annual Sands Cares Accelerator virtual global celebration. Thanks to all of you across all time zones for joining our celebration and recognizing the outstanding work of our Sands Cares Accelerator members. I invite you to congratulate the center on its amazing accomplishments via the chat, and we'll be opening up your individual video and audio momentarily if you want to stay on and speak as a group. We'll see you next year.